Hello, and welcome to Queen's Crafts by Bridget. I'm Bridget. Thank you for joining me today. Whether you're new here or you've been around since my very beginning, I truly appreciate you coming by and spending some time with me. Today, we are here for a multitude of reasons, but the most fun of those is picking the cauldron winner. I know this is a little bit late. I got thrown off on the dates and whatnot with everything going on with the king, but we are here now, and we are going to find out who the last three are for the month, and then we will do our drawing, and then I'll show you what I've gotten finished, the dyeing fun that I've been doing, and that's about it, I think. And I can give you an update on the dress as well. So, first we have Julie Brandon, I think. And we have Hook That Yarn. And we have Christina 1606. Congratulations. Now, if you are new here and you don't know what I'm talking about, why have we just tossed out these three names? Every single video, I randomly draw three names from the comment section, and those names go into the cauldron. At the beginning of the very next month, we pick a winner from the cauldron. Now, this month, that winner is able to take home either the wrap that I made for the monochromatic make-along that Mama G is hosting, or they can get a surprise little box of yarn. So, we are going to take our lid off here, put our last three names in, and just to be fair, we're going to give it a good little shake. Get everybody out the bottom. There we go. Now, I'm going to reach in, find just one piece of paper. There we go. We'll close that up. And the winner is God Rocks. Congratulations. You have 72 hours to get a hold of me, and I will make that wrap or random box of yarn yours and on the way. So please do get a hold of me as soon as you possibly can. All right, so now what I have finished, I finally finished my Granny Squares hat and got the ends all wove in. I cannot try it on for you or it'll mess up my crown. And I got the Granny Square scarf completed. Now these are going to go to my friend Allie over at Allie Artifacts, and with a few others that I've got sitting in a donation box so that she can bless some people in her area with them. Okay. Now, while the king was in surgery, I brought my wheel with me to the hospital, but forgot the other half of the fiber. So I got half of this spin done at the hospital, and the rest of it I finished up last night. This was that oopsie braid that I made, and I am quite pleased with how it turned out. Now, it is not as deep of a color as you are seeing on the screen. It is slightly more muted, but still an extremely beautiful color. I will try to put in a picture right here that should be a little bit more true to color than what you see with the naked eye. And here's the mini that I got. Now, this yarn spun up very, very thin. It's going to be interesting to find out what the yardage is once I have it washed and thwacked and ready to go to whomever decides that needs to make it theirs. Now that's what I have for like finishes that way. a friend of mine, Miss Brenda from Bear's Crochet Critters, also dyes with natural dyes or with kitchen safe dyes. And we were talking, and she's like, have you ever tried this? And I can't remember what the name of it is, but it's essentially a potassium powder. And I'm like, no, I've not heard of that because I've been learning by mistakes, learning as I go. I haven't watched tutorials and whatnot on how to do what I am doing. I'm just doing it. Um, I find that it's more fun to learn like that. And sometimes, yes, it takes a little bit longer and there are lots of mistakes, but mistakes are wonderful teachers. But I also will talk to my friends, and if they give some good sound advice, I will definitely give it a go. And I did. I went on Amazon. I purchased some of this powder. It got here, and I couldn't wait to jump in. So I did just that. First off, this powder it kind of helps to keep the color true to what the color is supposed to be, instead of, it helps it not to break, I guess, is the best way I can describe it. And so I'm like, well, let me try black again. Why not? So in a big pot, I mixed a bunch of different blacks, trying to get the blackest of blacks that I could get. And, well, some areas are black, but it's not blue this time, so I'm not mad at that. Oh, wow. Can you see the colors on the camera? So you can see we do have black, but we also have browns. I think that turned out very, very pretty. I am not upset about it whatsoever. I would like it to be actually black, but we will get there. We will find the proper one that will make us the blackest of blacks. Not that I use black a whole lot in my crochet, but it would be really nice to have like a single of black and like 2 singles of the color that I'm using, and then do a three ply yarn. I think that would just be amazing. But anyways, so I tried that, and I tried this, and yes, look at that. We have purples. If you've been around for a while, you know purple has been a real issue, and so have deeper blues. Some pinks are a problem, but this time the purple stayed together pretty well. Let's see if we can. There we go. Look at that. Oh, I'm very, very happy. I did these last night while I was spinning. I also had the stove doing its magic. I also decided to do this. We have like a teal, and then we have now it is not, it's more like a squashy orange. Not really yellow like you're seeing. It's more like down in here. I hate that the camera doesn't show the colors properly. Yeah, it's not quite yellow like that. It's more of the inside of a squash, like an acorn or a butternut squash. And then we have a more reddy orange. And then we have a teal that I created by mixing some colors together. And obviously the orange touched on this one. But I'm loving it. But look at this. I got purple. It worked. I'm so happy. Now this is obviously not a full length. I've actually only got just enough to make like 2 more braids, and I will be out of fiber. And that's 4 pounds since January. Not that I'm complaining. I'm quite happy. And then we have this one here. Now this one was made because there was a bunch of dye left behind. No. There was, but let me back up. So when I first started the night, I wanted to make essentially two like this. But I was doing them side by side, and I wanted to do one with the powder, the new powder, the potassium powder, and one without. Now, I put the powder in this one. I didn't in this one. But I also forgot to put in the acid. So the bath just wasn't clearing, and everything just kept spreading, and I'm like, what is going on? And I just didn't ever think about it. And I picked the braid up, and, well, not, it wasn't braided, it was just the fiber. I picked it up, and all the color went into a big old mess. I'm like, oh no. Muddy. Well, I'm like, well, let's see what happens. So I put the fiber back down in the water. I added some acid, and I let it do what it was going to do. Well, then we had just a little bit of color left in another pot. So I added it. And this is what we got. I am quite pleased. I think this one is going to turn out quite similar to this one. That is my hypothesis. It's not going to be exactly the same because this one does not have as much of the reddish tones in it. But I think that these two would end up looking extremely lovely together. And then yesterday in the mail, I got my Crafty Housewife's braid of the month, and I love it when they send this fiber. I have looked everywhere trying to source some of this fiber as my own so that I could dye some, because this is absolute heaven. Clouds can't be this soft. This is USA Small Farm Hand Dyed Braids. It's February Candy Hearts, and it is a USA Shenko wool. We have had this fiber source in the past, and every single time it is absolutely phenomenal. I love how they did the colors, and in better times, I would end up ordering a bunch more of this as much as I could, because, oh, I love it. Oh, I love it. It's wonderful. Matter of fact, the last time I got this fiber, the yarn that I made, I sent to my friend Erin over at the Crafting Kitty. All right. Oh, for the update on the dress, while I was in the hospital, excuse me, had a kitty knocking. While I was in the hospital waiting on the king to come back to me, I finished ball number 6 on my dress, and I'm thinking ball number 7 will complete the skirt. I'm thinking 3 to 7 more rounds, and so, I'll finish the virus section that I'm on and do one more virus section. I think we'll do it. And then, of course, I have to finish the bust area for the lace up that I want to do, and go around the straps just a little bit, just to tie everything together, just a little single crochet round or two, to tie everything together and make it look finished. And then I will have to start on my, I think they're called bolero or shrug, where it just is like a half sleeve and covers the shoulder area. As I'm a woman of a certain age, and flapping arms is a thing now. Yay, hooray for that. But I obviously don't want to have the jiggles going on in my wedding photos. So I will be making something that you know, and I will have plenty of yarn left over because I did dye 12 hanks in this colorway. So I should be fine to make the, I think, bolero or whatever you call it. So, yes, I think that's it. Yes, I think so. All right. Until next time, I truly hope that you are crafting your happiness. Oh, we are 50 some hours away from 3,000. I want to thank you all for tuning in and interacting with the channel as much as you do. I truly appreciate it. I know a lot of times all I say is thank you. I am extremely socially awkward, and I'm sorry about that. I am trying to break out of that shell just a little bit more each and every day. And that. But we will get there, and I appreciate the grace that you guys have given me to grow into this channel and be accepted by you all. Thank you very much for joining me, and until next time, bye for now.